breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Not late break, Buddy Roy's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Peg Dorniak and Charlie going at it. Go on. Like in the last corner, who's going to get the better traction, race on the better line? It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to 7th Gear Racing. Welcome to Spielberg. It's time for Tier 2. Last night we had Tier 1. Time for Tier 2 tonight on the new F123 game. It's me back again. Do not adjust your headsets. 2 nights in a row on commentary. Joining me tonight is no one. It's just me, I'm afraid. So apologies for what you're about to experience. Right, so like I said, we are at Austria tonight. 10 corners, 3 DRS zones, and 36 laps make up this favourite of the driver tracks. Plenty of opportunities to overtake round here as well, as we saw last night. Up into turn 1, of course, which is the first DRS zone, up into turn 3, up the hill. And then, of course, into the sweeping right-hander through turn 4. In terms of previous winners here, obviously last Season 2 champion Fusion won here in Season 9. Fitz has won here. Finley and Vaughan have all won here. So they'll be expecting to do more of the same. As you see on the screen there, this is the turn 3 overtaken. And here's turn 4. It's very hard to get it spot on. But when you do it right, it looks fantastic. Right then, on to qualifying. Right, we'll stay on board with Paloma, see what kind of laps she can do. I believe she was the second person to cross the line. Sorry, not... it's Vaughan, sorry, not Paloma. I thought I was on Paloma for some reason. Vaughan, of course, who fancies himself top 5 finish tonight. And Worthless Eagle has he's retired in the pits. Oh, but there you go. Right, Fusion were 104.4. Not a bad lap to kick things off. What can Vaughan do? Can he stay in the white lines on the final corner? He does! Oh, he gets a wiggle on, and he does a 104.5 because of it. So a lot more time in there. There you go. Dolphin a 4.5 as well. All over your face with a 5.0. But times are coming in. Of course, if you were unaware, of course, obviously we've now got more drivers in Tier 1, which means a few of the guys from Tier 1 have dropped down from last season. So you've got Visions, you've got Alros, you've got Adam, you've got Zeno, and of course Jake, all dropping down to Tier 2. So Tier 2 is looking to be absolutely epic this season. This could go to anybody's. You know, like I said, Vision, if he doesn't bottle it, very fast. Fusion, the returning champion. You've got Icy, who of course won in Tier 1 last year, that memorable race in Brazil. You know, you got Paloma, who's very, very fast. Winnets, Saul Goodman, don't know about him. Deathwing, you know, Paul, Adam, you know, Jamie Tarquin, Mash. You know, very, very quick field. Looking at last night's pole position in Tier 1, it was a 1 minute 3.3. So, only a second off at the moment. Not too bad. Right, who hasn't set a lap? Jake, let's have a look at him, shall we? He's invalidated, so he won't be setting a fast lap. Will he go again, though? His ERS would suggest not. Invalidated this one as well, so no lap for Jake. What about Finley or Paloma? Nope, Finley's invalidated. Paloma, I believe, will be on an in lap possibly. Doesn't look like she's particularly pushing very hard, but that could well be the engine sound. Oh, there you go, she is pushing. Currently sitting in P9. Can she improve on a... Oh no, she's invalidated. But will she go again? She's got the fuel and she's got the ERS to go again. Adam up there now in P5. It's going to be intrigued to see who will get where. Got another yellow flag as a Haas, but that's just him slowing down. Adam on the slow down lap as well. Finney's invalidated. Paloma is up, but she's invalidated again. Not going well for Paloma. What about Saul Goodman? Final corner, Alpine, of course. Currently Constructors Champion, but with Dylan going down to Tier 3. It's up to Saul Goodman and Fusion Gamers to try and retain that crown. But he does improve, but he's still 5.1. He's still 8 tenths off the provisional pole. Auros as well. We know he's a lot faster than that. He's cutting on his outlap. Let's stay with Auros, shall we? One to look out for this season. Usually one on the fringes of Tier 1. Capable of very good results on his day. How committed is he in? Look at that, riding the curb on the outside, the esports line. Not looking too fast around that first corner. Hugging the left-hand side, going up the hill. Look for the brake zone. There you go. Nice and tight apex. Don't run too much curb on the outside. There you go. Up through the gears. Short shifts from Aros as well, so maybe that's a new thing for this game. Looking like a decent lap so far from Aros. Possibly not pole, but should see him somewhere in the top 10 at least. And the final 2 corners, and here we go. What does he do? It's a 104.7. It puts him in P8. Just a tiny bit behind Zeno. And say, look at that. Just like yesterday, we've got, well, 6 temps covering the top 10. File that under things you'll love to see. Definitely then, that looks pretty committed. Let's see what kind of lap he can do. Bit more curb on the outside than Aros did, didn't he? Through the gears, and then a downhill braking zone into the 3rd gear, but definitely stays in 4th gear. Try to stay nice and tight, not too tight there, but a bit of room. He is half a second up on his time. Oh, and he get a little wiggle on and he's invalidated. That's ruined another set of tyres for Deathwing, so he won't be improving, but he was half a second up, wasn't he? Right, what about Jake? He did a 4.8 before invalidated, so that would put him currently P9. As Fusion Gamer now goes on Visional Pole. Put himself ahead of Vision. Where is Vision? Vision's is there. Is he ahead of Jake? He is ahead of Jake. So we're vulnerable with Visions then. In the Mercedes. Can he keep it in the white lines around the final 2 corners? Dragging those gears. Oh, he's out of touch. That's now losing some time. Under pressure. And he doesn't go faster. That little squirrel coming around the final 2 corners has cost Vision potentially original pole as Vaughan goes pole of 4.2. Here we go. Then what can Jake do? Can he get anywhere near the top? He goes P4. 104.4. Decent lap indeed. So we just got the 3 people yet to set a lap. We've got Mash who's in the pits. We've got Jamie who's on a fast lap. And Yo Paulie is about to start one as well. Winnitz is up by a 10th. Zeno, oh, he's up 3 tenths. Is he going to improve? He does. P5, 104.4. Decent lap there. What about Dolphin? Is he on a fast one? He is not. As Icy, provisional pole, Aston Martin, 104.234, half a tenth faster than Vaughan. So the times are beginning to tumble. And Jamie has invalidated, so he won't be setting a lap anytime soon. Mash is finally on an out lap with just under 7 minutes to go. When it puts himself at the P4 ahead of his more experienced teammate. He's on a fast one. Adam is not on a fast one. What about Finley? No, Finley's making his way to the barriers. All over your face. I think he's on a fast one, so let's stay with the Haas driver, shall we? Must be a second lap because he hasn't got much ERS. I don't think he's going to. I don't think he'll improve much with that amount of ERS. He kind of almost needs to do a reset lap here. I don't think he's going to go that much faster. If he does, it'll be very impressive. Currently 8 tenths off provisional pole. Oh, and he goes straight over. There we go. So that'll be him done. What about Adam? Adam is slightly up. And the 5th gear for that corner. Let's see. Oh, I think that's a McLaren and Matt. Almost taken out Adam. Alright, what can Adam do around these final 2 corners? The trickiest of all to stay in. This is where all the invalidations happen. We've seen people get screwed out the final corner, and he does a 1.4.5, which keeps him in P9. Look at that Plona down there in 10th place. She won't be enjoying that. Oh, lots of yellow flags out. I believe that's the Red Bull this time of Jamie, who's going around slow. So it looks like the drivers are winding down and waiting for their final lap to begin. This pole could be anyone's. I mean, anyone in the top 10 could be on pole here. Even someone like Aros. All he's got to do is improve by half a second, and he's on pole. So this is still anybody's pole here. Alright, Vision's on an out lap. Mr. Bottle job himself. Let's see how he does. Paloma, let's see what she's up to, shall we? Apologies, I was looking away. I didn't even see what Vision got up to there. Doesn't look like he improved much. Let's see what Paloma can do. Hopefully taking some notes of what Benstead was doing last night. I think staying inside those white lines tonight will prove pretty pivotal. Here we go then. In the final corner. She keeps it pointing in the right direction. This could be a very good lap here. And it's on 104.6. So she improves, but it's not enough. Very surprising from Paloma, I have to say. I don't think she's really got time to get back and do another lap. Unless she does a... I mean, she's got enough to do a cool-down lap. And then go again. We'll see. Is Al's about to start a lap? He is. So anyone about to finish a lap? Al's starting. Oh, and Future Gamer goes P2. He improves. Not enough to dethrone Icy from provisional pole. Icy, I think, had enough by the looks of it. I think he's pretty much done. So the man to watch is going to be Vaughn. Winnets. Vision's in the pits. He's done. Jake on an out lap. You got Zeno all ready to go again. Aros is a 10th up. Tarquin's about to start a lap as well. Mash Paul is not setting a time by the looks of it. He wants to start last. Mash is invalidated, so he won't be setting a lap. Right, Colin Vaughn, what can you do? Or is he about to start one? No, he's about to start one. What about Jake? No, he is on a fast one. They're all on fast ones now. Where's the Mercedes? Where are you? It's your Winnets. Alright. What can Winnets do? He's about to start a lap. That's what Winnets can do. The Haas. What about the Alpines? Where are you, Alpines? Is it Sol Goodman? No, it's Vision coming into the pits. Or sitting another lap even. But he's in his cool down lap. AlphaTauri next. It's going to be Dolphin. Is he just starting? He is. So after that, it's the two McLarens. First off is Jake. He is... Oh, he's up almost 3 tenths here. This could potentially put Jake on provisional pole. Oh, he runs wide, but he gets away with it. And he does a 1... He goes provisional pole. Jake with a 4.0. What a lap from our Lord and Saviour. A 104.0. A very, very good lap. What can Icy do? It looks like he's about to start a lap. We'll stay on board with him. We'll keep an eye on the timing screens. He's got to find 2 tenths if he wants that provisional pole. Back off Jake. Brown driving with a fantastic lap there. Adams put himself in P4. And I'll say that, Winnets puts himself into P4. So we've got 6 different constructors in the top 6. Very good. Zeno's done. 104. 8 will be the highest for him. We are currently on board with Icy. Getting a bit of a tow from the Alfa Romeo car in front of him. Dolphin's done. Puts himself into P7. But we're staying right here with Icy. Just to see what he can get up to. Don't need to get much of a tow from the Alpha. But I think it is one of... Playing Royal Vaughn. Not too sure which one, but here we go. Icy, what can he do? Can he dethrone Jake? He can't. And in fact, he also gets displaced by Vaughn. So Vaughn, who was ahead of Icy on track, goes second. 104.2. When we know he's done. Vision's invalidated. He's bottled it. Aros looks like he won't be setting laps of that, ladies and gents. Is that? Jake, I believe that is his first ever pole position. So well done to Jake. Look at that Paloma, 4 laps on that set of tyres. Crazy. Don't think anyone's on laps. I'm not too sure why the game is taking its time. There we go. Right then, here is your grid. Jake on pole, 104.0. Great lap from him. Vaughan will join him on the front row. We've got Icy and Fusion Gamer taking row 2. We've got Winnitz and Adam, P5 and P6. We've got Dolphin and Visions, P7 and P8. Fifth row of the grid will be Zeno and Paloma. Alros, his first tier 2 race, will start from P11 with Jamie in P12. And then the rest of the grid, we've got all over your face, Finley, Saul Goodman, Deathwing setting the last of the times, and then Worthless Eagle, Paul and Mash not able to set a time. So then, let's see what time we go. So we are going at 20:58. So I will put you on the back screen so we don't get... Actually... So yeah. So everyone bar 2 drivers started on the hards last night. Worthless Eagle's gone to the hards. I tell you, we won't spoil the surprise, will we? I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. We've got lights. Apologies, forgot about that. Right then, it's lights out and away we go. Looks like we've got a decent start from most people. Jake's got away well. Vaughan's got away well. Fusion's overtaken Icy. How are Tier 2 going to behave? We've already got a Ferrari spinning in the background. It's Paul and Paloma's gone round as well. It's a mess, and we've got the virtual safety car. Adam's retired and Zeno are both retired into turn 1. What the heck happened there? And we now have a full safety car. It's taken 1 corner, and yeah, there you go. It's taken 1 corner, and Tier 2 has left off where they finished last season, I guess. Right, let's have a look at the tyre strategy. So pretty much everyone in the hards, apart from Jamie and All Over Your Face, Saul Goodman and Paulie have started to start on the softs. Obviously, Paul, that won't be able to give a Paul now. The fact that he's got no wing and in last, I imagine he'll change. But a bit of a shame there, because it was good start from the front lot. There we go. Game just like last night. People starting on the mediums, which is not many of them. They stop anywhere between lap 17 and 22. So who's in the pits? Dolphin's in the pits. Sol Goodman's in the pits. Getting rid of those softs. Will he go on to a fresh set of softs, or is he going to put the he needs a new wing, definitely. Onto the mediums then. Dolphin onto the mediums as well, and Paul will go on to a set of mediums. Oh, bit of shenanigans. Visions. Oh dear, all over your faces. Had some contact with Jamie under the safety car. Classic Tier 2. Right, lap 2 then. Hopefully we'll get some, I imagine the safety car will come in at the end of next lap once Paul has caught up. Oh, great start for the Ferrari team. Adam as well, look at that. DNF on his return to Tier 2. So, for those of you watching, who's your prediction for today's winner? It's all over your faces in the pits now. He'll be, I imagine that'll be because of his contact. Right, so safety car, there you go. Safety car's in, as I was about to say. Safety car should be in, and he's in. Okay then. Don't think it's often Jake gets to set the pace under the safety car. He saw what Benza did last night. Let's see what Jake can do. Let's see if we can last more than 1 corner. Ooh, Joel with the bold fusion victory claim. Even though he's already behind his teammate. And there goes Jake. He basically mimics what Benza did. And there you go, full throttle. He's going to be careful because those hards won't be quite under temperature just yet. But we are back underway. It's now lap 4 of 36. Here we go then. Any more turn 1 shenanigans? No, it looks like everyone's behaving, but spread out weirdly. It's not what you usually see. Aros caught napping for sure. But looks like everyone is away this time, and Paul's left the lobby. Some things never change. So, how much ERS? Obviously, Jake got a lot of info after being obviously in the combox last night. He'll know when to use and to not use the ERS. It's a very short track, so using the ERS may not be that good trying to get away, as is the Fusion to complain. Well, I imagine he already is. Now it looks like Mash has got past Deathwing. Mash, of course, who started at the back, didn't he? Very good. Yellow flag. We've got Saul Goodman who's gone round. Unlucky for him. Prawn. Vaughan sets the fastest lap. No DRS just yet, and Visions has got past his teammate. One of the other bit of team orders there from Joel. Look at Visions with the traction out of the corner. Overtakes Tarquin with these, and Willits is having trouble as well. He's gone from P5 to P8. He's not having a good time at the moment, but now this is where can he close that gap? We know he's got quite a similar place to someone like Jake, so he's definitely on for a good result tonight anyway. But, the front four, just like last night, we've got a front four who are looking to build that gap. Visions will be desperate to close it, and we know Visions can have random spins every now and then, as Murphy's Eagle has made a move on Tarquin. Hopefully the Red Bulls will put in a better performance after last night. A double DNF for the Red Bulls, as Visions does indeed set the fast lap. We've got a yellow flag. Is that Deathwing in the pits? Was that what caused the yellow flag? I am not sure. But either way, right, we are on lap 6 now. DRS has been enabled. We've got Eagle and Tarquin going side by side in the corners. They're look at that, they dropped almost 2 seconds off the back of that front pack. Vision's almost in a race by himself at the moment, as the Red Bull and the Haas still going at it side by side at the turn 4. Got to be careful here, because this is where it comes back. Oh, and there you go. Pretty much mimicked the Hamilton and Albon crash all those years ago. But this time, and he's gone round. Oh, a shame there for Tarquin. But then the brakes, as a shitty politician once said. Right, back at the front. Jake looking very strong. Is Vaughan going to make a move? Probably not into turn 1. I imagine he'll hold station and have a look into turn 3. Not using any ERS. Being very sensible. Another man who probably watched last night. So there you go. Jake goes to defend the middle of the track. Vaughan's going to the outside. Will he go for the switchback? He does, but Jake has that covered off. Could be in for a good race tonight if this keeps going the way it is. And what about, will he have a look into turn 4? No, once again, he stays behind. One thing as well Jake said last night is the undercut is very powerful around here. We didn't get to see it last night because of, obviously, the safety car came out right in the pit window. So maybe if these boys can behave themselves, we might be able to see what the undercut has to offer. As the front four still separated by just over a second. Any four of these could win. Visions, as I said a few moments ago, pretty much in a race by himself at the moment. Maybe he will try the undercut to try and get ahead of these guys, but let's have a look at pace-wise. So fastest lap, he does have the fastest lap, currently, doesn't he? But obviously not that consistent. If that was, if he was 2-3 tenths consistently faster, then he would obviously be up there. As Winnets this time now gets past Eagle, and the Williams of Finley does as well. Eagle losing a couple of places there in one corner. And we've now got a Mercedes. Oh, hello. There we go. Jake and Vaughan going at it then. Into turn 4. They're going side by side. Looks like Vaughan's got the better traction this side. But no, look at that. Jake with great driving has settled back into P2. So Vaughan is now the leader. Whilst Fusion and Icy kind of look on, asking for some breadcrumbs and visions. As soon as he's at that DRS zone, look at that. He's just not able to catch up. Winnets now, can he do anything about dropping these guys? And Auros finds himself in P7 now. I'm very intrigued to see what kind of pace Auros will show. He is just in the DRS zone as well. So I'm sure he'll thank Winnets for that. It's all very close. Paul, who's back in the lobby, but up into P12 after that lap 1 pit stop. He finds himself under pressure from Mash. As looks like Icy has got Fusion. And I think Paul playing a bit of chicken there as Mash goes up into P12. At this time, okay, Paul's got the much better run. What's happened to Mash? I think he must have had a bit of a wobble coming out of the corner because he don't usually go that slow. Back up the front then, Vaughan leading the race for the first time. And looks like he dropped Jake a little bit, hasn't he? Has Jake made a mistake somewhere? He's almost 7 tenths off. Has he used a bit too much of his tyres? Who knows? But he's currently 8 tenths off Vaughan. Vaughan using a bit of his battery, but not a hell of a lot. And Fusion now has dropped outside that second. And I'll tell you what, he's got to be careful here. And yeah, he hasn't got it. He's within that second now, so he might get lucky. He might get lucky. Yes, he's got lucky. And he'll be back in it. As they've got another yellow flag. Is that Tarquin again? No, it's Deathwing. The second Aston Martin not having a good night tonight. Look at that Paloma down in P11. You know, she finished P2 in the standards last year. She got the most wins last year in Tier 2 with 3. So she's no slouch. And Vision's then still in the race by himself. Jake's a little bit close now, but it does look like Vaughan could have the edge on him, actually. It's a very similar race here to Tier 1, isn't it? We've got this group of cars at the front who just have that edge on everyone else. And then you've got the cars behind who are 108.7. Oh, and Auros, look at that. Look at that. Auros, he's got past Winners, hasn't he? And he sets a 107.0. So, welcome to the party, Auros. Oh, and Jake's now lost out to Icy. And as I say that, they battle side by side going into turn 3. They're both going to have... Oh, and Jake's come out. Jake's going to have an issue here. He's a P4 now. He had a bit of a wiggle coming out of turn 3, didn't he? Why, stop giving me this bloody camera angle. Right, let's go to P6 as we go. Almost 3 wide there. Winnett's getting back past. Oh, dear. Winnett's an eagle in the wall. The infamous turn 4 claiming more victims. And the safety car is out for absolutely no reason. Oh, and Winnets needs to get his car under control. Well then. What are you doing, Winnets? You're on camera, stop it. So, that is such a waste for Winnets. Fighting for P7 now, way down in P13. He's going to have to change tyres as well. As a couple of people jumping in the pits. One of those is Visions. Now, it's going to be very hard for Mediums to get to the end from here. So he might have to do a soft stint or another medium stint towards the end. But Visions doesn't look like he's lost out on much track position. Does Paloma get him? No. So Visions actually only loses out 1 place, and he's now going to have a lot faster tyres. Let's have a quick look. So let's get this out while we're here. Takes up way too much room now, doesn't it? But yeah, Vaughan, IC, Fusion. They were buying the safety car now. And this pretty much puts Vision, I wouldn't say in pole position, but he's definitely in a very good position here. Dolphin as well. I mean, Dolphin could go to the end here. If Dolphin's got pace, Dolphin could quite easily get a good result here. These guys, I get the feeling they may have to pit again. It will be very touch and go, but you never know. But, yeah, the front five definitely have to pit. This is pretty much the wrong time for them, really. But they know, how's that Simon Dovey in the pits? Oh, it's just tucked in. And is he going to get a penalty? Yes. It's way too fast. Set of softs. And he retires in the pits. Lovely. Alright, so this should hopefully be the last lap behind the safety car, because everyone will catch up. So Winnets now finds himself in P16 and last. Look at that, Paul, look at that. See, that's why you never give up, folks. Paul, who was dead last, disconnected from the race, now finds himself on fresh tyres in P9. So a very good race so far for Paul. A very good comeback indeed in the Sol Ferrari. Yep, it could well be a two-stop from Vision. He started on those hards. He's now on mediums. I don't think he'll go to the end. Right, safety car in this lap. Vaughan becomes the de facto safety car. Will he do what Jake did, or will he have his own way of restarting? He's got to be careful, because those hard tyres are very old now. They've already done a third distance. Trying to warm up as much as he can. This is where we look out for Visions now. And there you go, he's gone. He's gone pretty early, and look at that. He's been pretty smart. He's dropped Icy. Icy is, yeah, definitely caught napping a little bit, hasn't he? Same as Jake as well. Jake falling behind loads. And now, right, let's go on with Visions, shall we? I think as Finley goes to move on, Jake down the inside of turn one. Ooh, and Vision's being patient there, showing some good kind of racing awareness there. Which way is he going to go? Oh, it's going to go 3 wide into turn 4. 3 to 2 doesn't usually go, but Visions looks like he's got track position. And we get the shit camera angles as usual. And Visions goes from P6 to P4. Now then, what more can Visions do? Because ahead, Fusion Gamer now finds himself with a time track attention penalty. And Jake is falling down the field. Oh, and he's all over the place. The pole setter is not having a good race, is he? What is happening here as Paul now finds himself in P8? I imagine he won't find it hard getting past Jake. And Visions, who was 2 seconds behind, now finds himself 1.3. He's closed down 7 tenths in the space of 1 sector. Visions is going to be loving this. Fresh tyres, the faster tyres. He's got more grip than the cars ahead, knowing that they've got a pit as well. So he could, if he's smart, look after the tyres. Make sure they go to the end. And Jake has lost another place. It is not happening for Jake, is it? It doesn't look like he's full throttle. It looked like he was slightly off throttle there. So, oh, did someone get tagged? I wonder if Jake's wheels have got an issue. Because he is not at full throttle. That is, unless it's a bug, but I think that's maybe why Jake is tumbling down the field. Has he got something chucked under his pedal? I don't know. But he's not going to be able to go full blast here. Right, let's get back at the front, shall we? Visions has joined the battle. It's a shame for Jake with a technical issue there. On for a very good position. Right, DRS is now enabled. Will Izzy have a go at Vaughan into turn 4? Visions is already past Fusion. We've got a yellow flag. It's Fusion. He's lost it. He's had a moment. Has he got his wing still? Has he got it? I can't tell from these angles. I think he's okay for now. But we've got it's all going on here. Everyone swapping positions. Looks like Jake's got full throttle again. Right, back up the front. Let's concentrate on these guys, shall we? Because Visions now finds himself in P2. Going around the outside of Icy and at the same time getting a track extension penalty. So Visions now has to work extra hard. He went soon. He didn't bide his time. But of course, we know that Austria is a track where very easily get penalties. Here we go then. How easy is this going to be? He lifts off. He's playing the DRS check and he doesn't want to get that position just yet. Vaughan has got lots of DRS to play for though, hasn't he? Here comes Visions then. He'll go for the inside and he's already ahead. Is that Vaughan letting him go? Quite possibly. But Visions now finds himself leading a Grand Prix. First time he's led a Tier 2 race in a very long time. As Eagle has put himself up into P4. Ahead of Finley. Let's check on Jake's pedal, shall we? How's he doing? Something's wrong with that car. Don't know what it is. But something's affected him. Right, back up the front. Vaughan's... Oh, look at that. Visions has properly... he's used that ERS to good effect because he's almost 2 seconds ahead of Vaughan already. On 106.8. That was 1.6 seconds faster than Vaughan. And Aros now finds himself up into P5. I said to watch out for Aros, didn't I? And he's now proven he's got a bit of race pace. When he now got up into P4 as Vaughan and Icy battling for P2 now. And Aros, there you go, up into P4 for Aros. A good haul of points of Red Bull on their way. But Eagle's not going to give up. He's going to go around the outside of turn 4. But Aros manages to keep it. But Eagle looks like he's got the better traction of the two. And Eagle takes that place back. You've got to be careful here, not fight too much. Otherwise, the guys, they're already 3 seconds behind. Is that Eagle going to the pits? No, he's just giving him a wave. Oh, the Eagle riding that curve a bit too much there. I think he might have lost a bit of momentum. As Paloma is the latest driver to... I think Eagle's trying to break the toe a little bit, isn't he? I don't think it's weaving just yet. Right, let's go back with these two. We've got another spinner. Is that Dolphin this time, maybe? Is that Jake retiring in the pits? Or is he a nose cone change, maybe? No, just a fresh set of mediums. Hopefully he'll be able to find some pace now. But I see still ahead of Vaughan then. And Aros still behind thingy. And we've got, is that Mash? Mash has had a spin. Coming out of tier 4, turn 4, I should say. He's stuck. He needs to reset the track. Reset the track. Mash, reset the track. You're going to die otherwise. He's going to get disqualified for sitting there. Oh dear. There you go. That is allowed because he was stuck. Before anyone says anything. Right then, Visions now has a 5.5 second gap as Icy decides it's time to go into the pits, and Vaughan follows them in, which will then promote Eagle and Alros up into P2 and P3 respectively. Those guys on those newer medium tyres. Paul now finds himself up into P4. We've got another Haas. We've got the Haas in P2 and P5 at the moment, going very well, and Alros now finds himself overtaking Eagle into turn 3. And can he do anything about Visions? 7.5 seconds is now the gap. Icy has come out in clear air on the medium tyres, same as Vaughan. Both on the medium tyres, they will now, unless any shenanigans happens, they will be going to the end. The question now is, can Aros go to the end? Sorry, can Visions? Well, yeah, all those guys. Visions, Aros, Eagle, Paulie, all over your face. Those top kind of 7 drivers, can they go to the end? Paloma is still on those hard tyres. She might be holding out for a safety car, maybe. Safety car would do a very big favour. But it's not over yet. We've got a tier 3 and Saul Goodman. Oh, he's brought the safety car out. I was just saying about Paloma needs a safety car. The kind of the almost reverse curse there, wasn't it? That's such a shame for Saul Goodman. The corner that is so easy to kind of get a bit greedy of the throttle. You get on the curb and away you go into the barrier. Can't even see his car. But there you go, we've got our second safety car of the day. Now, will Visions pit again? If I was Visions, I think this is almost kind of the perfect opportunity to get in and get a fresh pair of boots on, because he will come out. Oh, I'm Paul. There you go. Visions, obviously, those top 5, if they've got the big brains on, if they pit again, they could well be in a good position here. Especially Visions. He's got a pit. Surely the big brain move is to pit. Oh, he's staying out. No, wait. He is. He's pitting. He crossed the white line, but he's by himself, so it's fine. So I imagine a set of mediums. What about Aros? Yes, Aros into the pits. Eagle into the pits. Paul into the pits. He's got a drive through though, so he's... Oh, hello. No, he decides against it. That was a bit iffy. But he does stay out, Paul. He's got that drive through though, so I'm not too sure why. But he does have the lead of the Grand Prix now. And Visions, there you go. I said about Visions, didn't I? In and out, and he's pretty much in the lead. Aros will come out in P3. Icy now. He's P4. Oh, don't know why that's come on. Oh, bit of RG Plus. I haven't seen that for a while. I think Vaughan just given Eagle a bit of a tag coming out of the pits. Bit of a shame for Vaughan because he's fallen right behind Icy now. And Vaughan, who was of course leading at one point, now finds himself in P6. So the grid is mixed up a little bit. Let's go see what Jake's up to. Medium tyres. Hopefully he'll be able to find the pace that put him on pole. But Deathwing's on the hards. He will likely be going to the end. Oh, 12 laps? No, he'll be... Well, he doesn't have to pit again, but it's probably advisable given where he is. Right, let's have a quick look, shall we? So Paulie will have to pit again. That, and of course he does have the drive through. Visions then is a net P1 once Paul goes in for his drive through. Aros will be P2 and Icy will be P3. So we're going to get some decent racing laps here. Everyone will be on the medium tyres once Deathwing pits. Not too sure why he hasn't pitted yet. But those tyres won't be doing Paul any favours as he restarts. Have a quick look at position change, shall we? So there, Paul up 17 positions. Doing very well. Eagle up 12, very well done for him. Visions up 6, Aros up 8, Finley up 6. Jake, of course, down 12 after having issues with that car. Dolphin is where he started, the only driver to be where he started. Everyone else has either gone up or down. No safety car is in not yet. It will be next lap once that McLaren comes in, unless it's a very late call. There you go. We got a bit of a late call because the McLaren was caught up. Right, what will Paul do? Vaughan went very early, didn't he? And Paul's gone. No, he stopped. He went and stopped. Ooh, that's a bit naughty. Don't go in the pits though. Oh, and he's giving another time penalty as well. Crossing the line. Right then, off we go. No one looks like they've been caught napping. It was a bit of a standard safety car. Still intrigued by Jake's pace. There's got to be something wrong with that car. Right, back up the front. Let's watch the front. Can Visions get past Paul? His tyres are obviously about 10 laps fresher by now. And Visions isn't one for patience, really. He's done his second stop. He'll be looking to get past that Ferrari as soon as possible. I imagine he'll be hoping that Paul maybe kind of lets him go. And you've got Icy and Eagle having a little battle as well. The Aston Martin having a bit of a ding-dong. And there you go. And we've got these rubbish camera angles. And there you go. Visions is up into the lead. We'll concentrate here. Going to turn 9, sorry. And great move there as Alros now moves himself up into P2 of the race as Paul does come in for his drive-through, and he gets another 5 seconds for his trouble. So Paul's race has gone from bad to good, and now he's bad again. Right. So who's your money on this time? Obviously, Joel. I think Joel said Fusion was going to win. Fusion game are currently down in P9. But the battle is here now. We've got the top 5 will definitely be in it. Can Dolphin keep up and make it a top 6? Same as Paloma as well. The safety car came out just at the right time for her. She seemed to lack a bit of pace earlier. So we'll see if she can keep up with the front runners. And Eagles dropped. Oh, Eagle were looking very sketchy there. Getting all out of shape. And there you go. Aros and Visions then. Setting purples. On those fresh medium tyres. And Winnets as well now. Down there in P12, setting the fastest lap. So you can... Yes, Icy. Once again, trading places with Eagle now that DRS has been enabled. Kieran in the chat says, come on, Eagle. He's done very well so far. In fact, he's got the DRS. Can he take that third place back from Icy? Not on this particular occasion, and he does well to not run into the back of Icy as well. The question is now, Visions really needs to pull out a 3-second gap. I mean, if Aros has got more ERS, so he could just sit there behind Visions and got 10 laps to stay within 3 seconds. Can he do it? Only time will tell. Doesn't look like Icy. It's strange because earlier we saw Visions not able to keep up with the group that was kind of Icy and Vaughan and Jake, and now it looks like it could be the other way around. Icy not quite on the pace of the front two. And here we go then. We're going to get a battle up into turn 3. Eagle breaking a little bit later. He's got the inside line. Oh, a bit of bargy there. And Vaughan says, thank you very much. I'll take P4. So Eagle up onto the podium places then. Is he up and running finally? I think he might be, but he is coming under attack from his teammate, who he just lets go. And of course, Paul, I believe, still needs to. Yeah, Paul needs to pit. Paul needs another safety car. That's what he needs, because he's got to pit again. Well, he doesn't have to. He's done his tyre change, but his tyres will be very worn at the end. So the gap's still only 6 tenths at the front. Aros dreaming of gold as he sits there in P2. First time Aros has raced in Tier 2, as I mentioned earlier. Will he go for a move though? He has used a bit more ERS, not a lot. And he goes for a fake and Mash has gone. And is that going to be another safety car? It is! So we've got our third safety car of the day. And that will bring Paul back into the action. He can get a nice, maybe a set of softs for Paul, maybe. As Deathwing pits, what does he go on to? A set of softs, and Paulie gets another drive through. What is he up to? He's driving too fast. He's well, he got himself back into contention with the safety car, and now is the Delta messing around? But I think what we've got here is the cars are too close. I tell you what would be with sneak here. Someone like Jake or Winnets, pit him for a set of softs. Could be the ultimate gamble here. He would have seen that Paul's got a drive-through penalty. But he stays out. They stay out. Fusion game it into the pits then. Is he going to follow my advice? And is he going to go into set of softs? He does lose that track position, but we'll probably have about 5 laps of racing. And he will be the fastest on track by a long way. And who else was in the pit? Yeah, when it's Paul decides to retire from the pit. Retire. I think he's had enough. Don't blame him, to be honest. There you go. When it's on the softs. So when it's must have been listening. Fusion Gamer was listening. Alright. Who's your money on now then, folks? We've got a couple of drivers at the back on soft tyres. Everyone else will be on the mediums. I believe everyone's tyres, you know, from P1 to P10, you've got between 7 and 9 lap tyre life. So all to play for. And then of course you've got Fusion Gamer, Winnets and Deathwing all on those softs. Watch out for those 3. See where they can get to. And while the safety car's out, I am going to draw the curtains. Alright, there we go. I saw, as I took it off, I saw Finley getting a penalty. So he's gone to the softs, but obviously he's got a drive through, so I don't think that will mean anything. Did anyone else go in the pits? Probably not. Nope. So we've still got a straight shootout. And this is not good for Visions. He needs a gap. But what is good for Visions is his ERS will now obviously be recharged, so he can try again to pull a freezing gap to Aros. But we know how quick Aros can beat. So one more lap then, behind the safety car. So current order as it stands, we've got Visions in the lead, Aros in P2. And there you go, safety car is in. Finley caught up enough for the safety car to decide to come in. So, what will Visions do? How soon will he go? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Caught Vaughan napping a little bit, didn't it? Say Vaughan. Aros, I'm just used to seeing Vaughan in the Red Bull. But there we go. Aros, very good start. That's Eagle having a bit of a moment on the straight, letting Vaughan go. And now he's getting challenged by Icy. And Eagle managed to get that place back, and Icy getting attacked by Paloma. Paloma coming out of absolutely nowhere. Is she going to get P4? No, not quite. Will she get the better traction? She does. Look at the traction difference there. Wow. That was an amazing. Now we've got Alfa Romeos in P3 and P4 now. As Vaughan, who also now has a time penalty. So Aros looking pretty good for a good result here, because all the drivers behind him have got penalties. Icy could be on for a podium if he stays close enough, but we've got this gaggle of cars now all searching for position. I believe it's Fusion Gamer who's the first person on those softs. It is. Fusion Gamer should be the most racy out of all these. He's going to go for moving to turn 9. It's not one that usually comes off. But very special driving from the 2, and great driving from all of your Fate and Fusion. Oh, as I say that, oh, he's in the wall. There is time for a safety car, but I don't think we're going to get one. We're just going to get a yellow flag, which I'm very happy to say, because that one definitely would have thrown a spanner in the works. But there we go, then Visions at the top of the hill finds himself still in the lead. Paloma has now, well, fighting Eagle. There's no DRS just yet. Paloma burning through a lot of that battery. In fact, both drivers are. Eagle with the better straight line speed by the looks of it. Oh, and Paloma very close to going to the back of that. Oh, it's so hard to get this corner right. Icy almost getting collected by Paloma there. This is going to be the battle to watch then before the end of the race. Obviously, we know that Visions and Aros are going to be close, but unless we see that gap getting close to Visions, 3 seconds, it looks like Aros is he's got this. I'm not going to say he's got it in the bag, but and the once again the engine noise has come back in, end of the race, and the engine. Why Codemasters? Why? Right. Paloma's almost a second behind Eagle already, but she's just managed to stay in that DRS, which is great for her. Oh, did she get a little touch there? She's using all that ERS. She's still got 3 laps left, so she needs to be careful. She's going to be out of ERS as Dolphin. Oh, he gets out of shape. Oh, he touches. Oh, dear me. That's a bit of a shame. And just like that, Jake finds himself back up into P6. Hopefully he's got that car running the way it should be now. That was very odd the way his car was behaving earlier. He now finds himself less than second behind Paloma. Paloma has fallen out of the DRS zone of Eagle. Vaughan finds himself there, but I'll tell you what, let's do gap to the leader. Because Vaughan's got 3 seconds, so it won't matter to him, will it? But Jake could find himself, I think he's a bit too far away now, isn't he? Jake's a bit too far away from the podium. But he does find himself now up into P5. He gets the move done on Paloma. If Jake can show the kind of pace he did earlier in the race, then he could well get a podium. We've got 3 laps remaining as Visions is overtaken on track by Aros. Aros now leading on track. They're both drivers have depleted their batteries. As has Vaughan, as has Eagle. Jake's got a little bit left, but he needs. Oh, and Eagle's gone! Oh no! That's a bit of a peculiar place to lose it. He's lost it. Out the traction's there. He's got into the wall there, and look at that. We've got like 8 retirements. That is crazy. One more retirement, and you're guaranteed a point. As Visions decides he wants the place back. Bit of lag there, and Vaughan now finds himself in the battle. Jake just needs about a second, and then he's got that podium as well. But he does actually come under attack from Finley. Finley decided he wants a bit of action. I haven't seen much of Finley in the race, to be honest. But he is there as Vaughan takes the lead of the race now. As Jake looking for that P4 again. He's going to go around the outside of turn 4. But it looks like Finley's got that covered off. Who's got the better traction? It is Finley. Finley using all of his ERS as well. He's not going to have much to defend, is he? Action all up and down the field at the moment. Double retirement for Haas. The Ferrari's out. Not a good day for a lot of constructors. Final lap of the race and Vaughan leads on track. As Dolphin now finds himself the latest driver to get a penalty. Just the 3 drivers in without a track limits penalty. Jake, unfortunately, is a bit too far away to get on the podium. We'll stay at the front then, because history will be made. Alros, first race in Tier 2, could end up being his first win. He's got to stay within the white lines. But the question is, who will take the checkered flag? Vaughan said he fancied himself a top 5 finish. He's certainly proven himself right at the moment. And here he comes in around the final corner to end what's been a cracking start to Tier 2. Rivaling last night's Tier 1 race. We're not seeing a lot of crashes, which is good as well. And there we go then. Vaughan will cross the line in P1. Aros will probably take the victory. There you go. Prawn goes down to P3. Oh no, Jake does get podium because Vaughan caught one too many penalties. And there you go. Oh, well, that was a quick end as well, wasn't it? So, there you go. Aros is your victor. Visions P2 and Jake P3. The game has given Finley driver of the day. What a great race that was. There's the podium. Aros with the victory. Red Bull, Mercedes, and McLaren. Not a bad podium. Right then, here is your race order. Aros takes his first victory in Tier 2. A great performance from him after starting down in P11. Definitely, I mean, I know the game gave Finley driver day, but for me, Aros certainly driver day in my books. Visions of a great strategy seasonifies himself in P2. Jake rounding off the podium after having a mystery car problem halfway through that race. Vaughan will finish, take P4. Finley P5, Winnett P6, Icy P7, Paloma P8, Deathwing P9, and Fusion rounding out the points. And Dolphin was the last of the classified runners. And then we've got Eagle all over your face, Paul, Mash, Saul Goodman, Tarquin, Zeno, and Adam, all failing to finish. Right then, guys, I believe that will be a wrap. If you've made it this far, you're a goddamn hero. If you've enjoyed tonight, make sure you come back tomorrow. We've got Tier 3 as it's their turn to tackle Austria. If you can't make tomorrow, then come back on Tuesday. Let me just get my screen up. I forgot to get this up earlier. So join us for Bahrain. Ooh. So Bahrain next week. If you can't do tomorrow, we are currently racing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So before I waffle on too much, thank you guys very much for watching. It's been a pleasure to watch Tier 2 tonight, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye for now. Battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Got late break. Money War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Peg Dorniak and Charlie going at it. Go on. Front by side to the last corner. Who's going to get the better traction? Race on the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line.